Yeah, I basically just followed, my brother's footsteps. I think he was there 3 years before me, his senior year in high school, and I think, it was a good transition for him. I think before college, and they ended up winning a national championship, and obviously developed a lot as a player. But I think more importantly, almost got ready for college. Kind of, started living, away from home, and taking care of yourself. And I went there my junior year, so I was there for 2 years, and I had Coach Hastings under my, as my head coach, and it was fun 2 years. I think it was tough at times, but I learned a lot as a player. I learned a lot as a person, and matured, and I think I developed a lot going into college, and wasn't too surprised when I got to college. Yeah, they did well. I think with the speed and then the strength of those guys to USHL, I think it's easier to adapt. Obviously, you get to college, and guys might be older, kind of similar, same age, but everyone's a little faster, everyone's a little stronger. But it wasn't as big of a leap as I thought it would have been. I think it took a couple of games to kind of get adjusted, get used to it. But after those games, I think I adapted well, and I think from my first year to my second year in Omaha, I think I changed a lot as a player and got a lot better. And that's stuff you do away from the ice, but also what you do on the ice. I think it's one of a kind. I think anytime someone has an opportunity, if they're gonna go college, I always try to tell them to kind of go USHL. I think it's from an outside perspective, you don't expect much with it all being in kind of Central America, but I think that's what makes it so great. With whether it's in Iowa or whether it's in Nebraska, the fans are so passionate, and every place you play at, I think there's always a good crowd, and you had a lot of support. I think it was such a good atmosphere every game that you never played in an empty stadium. It's changed now. I think over the last 5, 6, 7 years, I think it's gotten a lot more. I don't want to say respect, but I think it's gotten a lot more views than it used to. I think same thing with college hockey. I think with the new NHL being more of a speed game and a skill game, I think you don't have to be 6'2" and 220 pounds to be a first rounder. Now, if you have that hockey sense, you're a smart player. I think teams will look at you, and I think with me it started with colleges, and then I think once I was recruited by colleges, and I think NHL teams started coming and look at me. Yeah, no, I mean there's guys that. I played with a couple of guys who are local guys. I think, Lovecchio was my teammate. We're both from St. Louis. We're still good buddies. But I think, you still follow on guys, whether they're playing or not. And, some guys aren't playing hockey anymore, but, whether they live in Denver, I've seen them, I've crossed paths with them. I still see them and still hang out with them. And, I think Carl was just, I think it was because the juniors and kind of went same college. So I think we're pretty good buddies. So we're still good buddies.